your subscription to your fridge is being raised for your own safety. It's not just the fridge, it's anything and everything that they come out with. It's always for your safety, and we can't afford to do it anymore. Then don't do it in the first place. Hey, did you hear about this up thing that happened on Discord? We're going back to TeamSpeak. I'm going back to Ventrilo. You may have heard that there's a new Assassin's Creed remake. You know, they keep releasing the same Assassin's Creed every year. Now they're just going to remake them. You can't get away from it. You're just getting Assassin's Creed every day, all the time.
Ubisoft is right about one thing. When AAA gaming's looking its most bleak, bring out the pirates.
Aye, that be true.
Have you ever heard of the military principle of concentration of force? It's the idea that winning a battle doesn't come from fighting.
What the fuck are we talking about, dude? Are we just gonna... We're getting into military jargon? I just want to watch a video, sir.
Fighting everything everywhere all at once. It comes from concentrating your efforts on one decisive target. In war, or more relevant to my real-world combat capabilities, Age of Empires 2, spreading your resources
what a dog, dude.
too thin almost guarantees failure, no matter how ready your army is to die for their king. So today I want to propose something different. Strategery. One target.
Hello everyone. I'd like to say a few words about internal issues that have come to light recently.
Here's... Can we just get people that speak English to talk to the whole world speaks English, okay? There's like 30 billion people in China and they all speak English. Can we just get somebody who speaks English?
I'm truly sorry.
If you saw the title and thumbnail and you're wondering why I'm singling out Ubisoft, why Black Flag Resync specifically when there's so many companies just as and maybe even more deserving of a boycott, well, there's a very good, very specific reason I've chosen this game at this time to make this video. It's got nothing.
Ubisoft was the company that said that players need to get used to the idea of not owning games, and look where we are now.
To do with the quality of this remake, whether or not it improves on the original in some ways, which I'm sure it does.
I really don't understand. Like, okay, so like the Resident Evil 4 remake arguably didn't need to be made, but at least with the Resident Evil 4 remake, it's like a whole new game. So like, yeah, it did change things. What the fuck is happening now? It did change things from the original. You can basically play the original and play the remake, and they're completely different games. So spending $60 on it or $70 or whatever, it feels like it's worth it because you're getting a whole new game. Now we're getting remakes that are called remakes, but they're really just remasters. Like, this game looks a little bit different, but from what I've seen, it looks like it plays exactly like the original.
Newer graphics, seamless docking, things the original doesn't have and doesn't need to still be a fantastic game, but whatever. Shiny.
Like, I've been playing the original. You can buy the original right now online for like 20 bucks and just play it. You don't need to spend $70 for it to look a little bit different.
Object syndrome cells, go for it. Hey kid, you want to buy a 13-year-old game with less executions, more stupid microtransactions?
You can set enemies on fire with the brand new Hellion armor.
Like, if you play this footage next to the original game, the remake just looks like more saturated and like with better shadows, I guess. But who gives a fuck about that when you're playing the game?
Ubisoft made for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. You also get a glowing blue monkey.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Yeah, like, it's what?
Famously everyone's favorite thing about single-player games? Weekly challenges and battle pass progression?
Like, is it really a remake if they're adding shit into the game that doesn't need to be... Like, I guess it is a remake. They're remaking something good into something pointless and dumb.
Can't wait. While this unnecessary remake reeks of panicked desperation to remind us of what Ubisoft no longer is, following the
This reminds me of the Dead Space remake, except worse. Because I don't think the Dead Space remake had a battle pass. And that was an unnecessary. I look at Dead Space, when I see Dead Space gameplay, I can't tell if it's the remake or the original. And that's a sign that you just didn't need to fucking make it. You didn't need to remake it.
Ubisoft autistic failures over the last several years.
Autistic failures?
It may surprise you that this video isn't even about all the usual grunts and gripes with modern Ubisoft games. No, instead, to try and persuade you why this game should fail, I'm going to be showing you the bigger picture. The very sinister yet very probable timeline that this game's success would help manifest. Bringing to light just how nefarious, how aggressive you...
The funny thing is, too, like, I hear a lot of people saying that Black Flag is the best Assassin's Creed game. I'm like a couple missions away from completing it, and the only good thing about it is the ship combat. Like, having to do the stupid tailing missions over and over and over and over again it's like enough, just put me back on the ship. But they didn't even flesh the ship out that much. Like, you should have had to like make a giant fleet and like go to war against like a whole new faction and shit like that. Instead, it's just kind of like, yeah, you collect really shitty ships and then you send them out to do resource missions, and then the game just kind of ends.
Ubisoft is behind the
Like, sailing around and like actually like fighting in the ship is really cool, but like other than that, you're just trying to get back to the ship and just trying to sail your ship.
scenes right now fighting against your rights as a consumer. Tactics so snaky they'd make Hatham Kenway blush. How much worse gaming will look very soon if they win, all to the legal and financial benefit of Ubisoft. And the only chance we have
Brotherhood was all right, but like, I think I maybe played through like half of it, and I was just kind of like, yeah, this is Assassin's Creed. Like, it didn't really seem, it doesn't do anything like really crazy. Like, yeah, sure, like you have the assassins that you can call to help you and you can send them out on missions, but it's like, other than that, it's just the same Assassin's Creed game over and over and over again.
to combat this is to whip out our Rosetta Stone and skip to the page for how to speak money. Let's get into it.
The king, is this supposed to be King Nerd? Like, I don't understand the name.
So why Ubisoft? Why this game? Well, let's zoom out first. Without exaggeration, the Stop Killing Games movement is becoming even more urgent with each passing week. Just in
I heard that Stop Killing Games was doing pretty well. I heard that they were like being heard in like Parliament or whatever the hell the UK pretends to be.
26 alone, we've seen several games people had bought that are effectively turned off, not just removed.
Oh yeah, and Sony was allowing people to buy TV shows and movies on their platform for years, and then just decided, not only do we not have the license and you can't sell it to you anymore, you're not even allowed to watch it anymore, and they're just removing it from your hard drive. It's like, I could understand you don't have the rights to sell it anymore, but it's on my hard drive. I bought it. Let me watch it. It's like they literally, it's like they, I wonder if like this is the plan. Is the plan to make it so that piracy becomes like super like popular, so that like when they catch people doing it, like they can throw them in prison for like 90 years? Is that what they're trying to do? Are they trying to get people to pirate so that they can throw them in jail? That's like a year-old news, Clay. Well, Alden Fallor, they just did it again. That's what I was saying, Alden Fallor. They did it again.
Where flipped a kill switch and now you can't play it. We all know Ubisoft did this with The Crew, and Yves Guillemot, sorry if I mispronounced, Ubisoft CEO, has staunchly defended it.
Support for old games cannot last forever.
And since then, with no
which I think is fucking horseshit. Like, you're telling me that Sony can't keep the PlayStation 3 store of like open? Like, there's probably in the whole world, there's probably 200 people still using their PlayStation 3, myself included. You're telling me that a $1 trillion company can't keep a server online for 200 fucking people that aren't even accessing it all the fucking time? Like, if you take money and promise a service, you should allow people to use the shit that they bought regardless.
Repercussions, it's continued across the whole industry. In January, EA shut
the Stop Killing Games thing, like maybe the Stop Killing Games thing, maybe it should have been rebranded to Stop Killing Products, or like Stop Stealing Products, or like maybe it need to be rebranded, because it's not just that. It's like you have smart TVs and like smart fridges and shit, and it's like things that just don't need to be hooked up to the internet, and it's like, why do they need to be hooked up to the internet? Like, am I gonna be somehow not able to use what I paid for one day because they're gonna claim that the server can't support the thing that's connected to the internet that wasn't supposed to be connected to the internet to begin with in the first fucking place? Like, none of these products should be removed from you once you pay for them. Unless you're like on there, like just like going on there and just like saying like, yeah, I hope you kill, I hope you die, slur, slur, slur. Then like, yeah, like maybe your account gets banned. But if I pay for a fridge, can I use the fridge? Can it not be hooked up to the internet?
Anthem, even though it would have been perfectly viable as an offline experience, doesn't matter, it's gone. And more recently than that, in March, people who had bought Aliens Fireteam Elite on the Switch, which was a cloud-based version of the game, got this message: thank you for playing our game. We sincerely appreciate your support. The game will be accepted.
Yeah, cloud gaming is a scam, but that's incredible. Like, the game died after 3 years.
Until August 5th, 2026. After that, you will no longer be able to access the game.
Who even uses the internet on the fridge? That's not even the point. It's the point that they put something, they put internet connectivity into the fridge so that they can raise the price of it and say, we're offering you this service. That's why it has to be $6,000 for a fridge. And then you buy it, and then they go, well, your subscription to your fridge is being raised. If you want to keep using the fridge for your own safety, it's not just the fridge, it's anything and everything that they come out with. It's always for your safety, and we can't afford to do it anymore. Then don't do it in the first place.
We apologize to our loyal customers for any inconvenience this may cause, and we appreciate your understanding. We hope you will continue to enjoy.
They just straight up robbed you. They just straight up robbed you of your money.
Our other game titles. Doesn't this give you confidence to buy another game from them? Fireteam Elite 2, anyone? This is what a future of primarily cloud-based gaming looks like, by the way.
Well, this sucks.
And it didn't.
And the main problem is that like nobody like either knows about it or cares, or they hear about it and then they just go right back to sleep. Like they hear about Ubisoft saying like, oh yeah, like you don't own your games anymore, like we can just revoke access at any time, and people go, oh, how dare you, Ubisoft. One pointless, unneeded remake of Black Flag, please. Take my $70.
Stop there. We've all seen the announcement that PlayStation's discontinuing physical copies of new games by January 2028, and I'd like to...
And they're using GTA 6 to push that through so that there's no excuse for other developers. They're going to go, well, everybody spent $13 trillion on GTA 6, and it doesn't have a disc, so now we don't have to put out discs, and we're still going to raise the prices because these idiots keep buying it.
Point out that losing physical games actually isn't the crux of the issue here. As I spoke on in the GTA 6 video, it is a problem for people losing the ability to buy and trade used games, but technically speaking, when it comes to technical ownership, not much has changed. Discs have more or less become the illusion of ownership. If you buy a disc, you're still...
Like, part of me wonders if people are forced to buy digital games that they can't resell, maybe they would be more, is it frugal? No, frugal is like not prudent. What's the word? Like they'll be more hesitant to spend their money because they're like, well, if I buy this $80 game and I only play it for 4 hours, I can't sell it back to GameStop for 3 cents. So maybe I won't buy it at all. But people don't even fucking think about that. People don't even fucking think. What is this? Look at the new law for future cars and cameras. Cars and cameras. Clay, shit's getting crazy. What am I supposed to... I'm just supposed to know what law you're... Look up the new law. Alden, they make a new law every second. How am I supposed to find the one new law? Did you put it on... No, you didn't even send it on Discord. What the hell are you talking about?
Still susceptible to access to your game being taken away from you.
Thank you, Alden Valor.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
What the... I didn't want to play that again.
If a publisher decides they want to take it away from you, as we saw with Ubisoft.
Yeah, the problem is that people keep spending $70, $80 on a game and then they never play it again, and then they wonder why these companies keep selling them trash. It's because every time trash comes out, you buy it, so they make more trash.
It's The Crew, for example.
That's why I'm saying if you want to play Black Flag, just go to your local store and buy it for $20 and play it. It's not even that good. It's a really good Assassin's Creed game, but that's not saying much.
Could you imagine pulling a game off your shelf?
Can you return digital games on consoles? No. On Steam, you can return it if you've played it for less than 2 hours. But other than that, you're not like Sony does not allow refunds at all. Maybe if you harass them for 40 days straight, they might. But I've heard people that have bought games on Sony or like Ubisoft games is a great example. I bought a Splinter Cell, not Splinter Cell, Tom Clancy Recon some game, Wildlands or something, and I had to have a Ubisoft account to play it on PlayStation 5, and I was like, why? So I try to log in, my account doesn't work. I try a new account. That account doesn't work. I make a whole new account, and it goes, oh, that account is already linked to a email account. At that point, I was like, I just want to get a fucking refund, and I found out that like on PlayStation, they just don't give out refunds. So I had to like go back and log into my account and send the password link 70 times before I could get in and play the game.
Like Gun, Jaws Unleashed, or Knights of the Old Republic, popping it in only to be greeted with a, sorry, please buy our new games instead. And that's not me being
Oh, it goes into effect next year. They will watch you if you look stressed or tired, and they can shut the car. I actually did hear something about that. Yeah. That's why, again, you don't need the newest car. Go and by a 2007.
Facetious either. That's actually a goal of killing games, steering players to buy new ones. Their words, not mine.
I would actually, it would get, if it actually gets to this point, I would just tell people to lease every vehicle that they, like, just lease a vehicle. If you can't buy an older car, lease a vehicle, jailbreak it, and then never take it in for service, and then kind of just like roll it into a ditch or something. Like, because at that point, like, if you literally can't drive the vehicle without AI deciding you're not allowed to drive the vehicle anymore, it's time to stop. Okay, my soundboard stopped. There we go.
Games from 20 years ago don't have this problem. It's just the newer ones that are supposed.
Did you hear about Discord? Discord had an AI moderation feature that was banning people for CSAM. The only problem was there was no CSAM. There was a game developer and he was sharing textures from his game and it made like a cross pattern, and the AI mistook the cross pattern on the textures as CP and started banning people's accounts that didn't even post the shit. And then Discord had to come out and go, oh, we had an issue where we were accidentally banning people, and, it's fine. And people were like, well, maybe you shouldn't use AI to moderate your service. And they were going, oh, well, it's not AI, but it is an automated, so it is AI. Like, what the fuck is the difference between an automated system and AI? You have to train it like AI, so what the fuck we talking about?
Supposedly more technologically advanced and have higher budgets that do. And we've been reminded why that's a big problem. What has now been spotlighted in Sony's case, a 3-year rule that if you don't sign into your PSN account regularly enough, your entire PlayStation account is susceptible to permanent deletion.
That's bad for me because there's no games to play on PlayStation. I loaded my PlayStation 5 up for the first time in like 2 years, so yikes, I was cutting it kind of close.
Including every game you've ever bought, every DLC you've ever bought, all of your gaming progress, and any remaining funds in your PlayStation wallet. To those that might be asking, how could you go 3 years without gaming? They're asking the wrong question. The right question is, what benefit?
August just forwarded me a message that apparently there's an imminent cyber attack on Discord that people are talking about. Oh, that's great. Like, it's what the fuck?
To the consumer does this provide? And the answer is none. And if this week's news is
hey, did you hear about this up thing that happened on Discord? Oh, Clay, by the way, they're talking about there's going to be another up thing that's about to hit the Discord. Oh, great. And this is why we don't need Discord.
Indication it's not.
We're going back to TeamSpeak. I'm going back to Ventrilo.
Just the benefits, it's the security that has about as much longevity as a wet napkin left outside. Xbox announced thousands of layoffs. This isn't a video to go into that whole announcement line by line, but I still want to use it to make this point. If the people on the other end of the screen are constantly in a state of emergency and vulnerability, why would we ever trust them to safekeep our access to the games that we buy long term?
We're leaving.
I don't care if it's a bookshelf. If it has more security than a multi-billion-dollar company, I'm choosing the bookshelf. But now that the stage,
this is why I get tired of talking about this shit, because it just in the grand scheme of things, it just doesn't matter, because people are just stupid. Like, they're just dumb. Like, they'll complain about, like, oh, my phone is spying on me. Oh, my TV is spying on me. Why the did you buy it? Like, it's like punching yourself in the face for like 10 years straight, and then you go to the doctor and your doctor's just like, I don't know, fam, your nose is just completely fucked up, and like your orbital bone is broken, and like you're never going to see out of that eye ever again, and you're just like, I don't know what I could have done differently. I was just punching myself in the face for 10 years.
just set, let's bring.
You get, like, these people keep buying the car that spies on you, and you wonder why there's more cars being made that spy on you.
Get back into Ubisoft. Why them? Well, boycotting an entire industry might sound wonderful, but we know that's just not realistic. And with Black Flag,
the doctor's gonna say you look like Clavicular. Have you seen his nose, by the way? Incredible.
Coming out this week from the company nestled the deepest within the Stop Killing Games controversy, boy, do we have the best target we could ever ask for. If not Black Flag Resynced, then which game would be better? We already know Ubisoft shutting down the crew.
By the way, spoiler alert, this game apparently already sold 2 million copies, so the boycott didn't work. Nobody even knew that there was a boycott. So, again, gamers are retarded.
was the straw that broke the camel's back for Stop Killing Games to take off, but what else has Ubisoft done since then? Eves and Co. have defended Ubisoft from multiple class actions.
Yeah, see, Big Buff Black Demon knows Black Flag is a good, it's one of the best Assassin's Creed games. Like I said, that doesn't really mean much, but it is still really good.
In which they've insisted
It's considering
you don't own the games you buy, one in the US and one in France. But that's just saving their own skin. Look at what they've done with the rest of the industry. I want to direct you to two different organizations Ubisoft is a part of, the Entertainment Software Association, or ESA, and Video Games Europe. On screen, you will see their members, which include a swath of the largest companies in gaming. Yes, there are many more than just Ubisoft, but I promise we're getting there. Both of these groups have aggressively opposed Stop Killing Games, not just with public statements, but also with lobbying, meaning privately persuading lawmakers to take their side on an issue that's up for debate. Hypothetically, that could mean money.
Now that's power you can't buy.
Or it could mean verified, confirmed, closed, invite-only meetings with the very governing bodies who are supposed to be unbiased for the people.
But the industry has had at least 3 times.
I've heard that Europe has like better consumer protections than America does. It's still Europe, so it's still horrible.
Times more meetings with the commission on this than we have. They've had another meeting with lobby group Video Games Europe, which was in
I'm honestly surprised that Stop Killing Games got as far as it did, but we could thank Pirate Software for that.
only and private. So unlike our parliament hearing, there's no public record of it. In other words, it was a meeting about consumer policy in video games where nobody representing consumers was invited.
Would you like to guess who was present for the closed invite-only meeting between Video Games Europe and the European
Clay, Europe is not one country, it's widely varied. And most of it's awful.
Parliament Committee?
My viewers are the only good things about those countries.
Hello, everyone. I am truly...
Oh, yeah, speaking of Assassin's Creed. So the funny thing, can we not have this guy
Sorry.
Can we not freeze frame on this guy? So I've heard that Black Flag and Assassin's Creed, what's it called? Valhalla. I've heard that they're like the best Assassin's Creed games. You can get both of them for $20. Okay, you don't have to wait for a remaster or a remake, and then you don't have to give you just buy it secondhand. Don't support Ubisoft. And yeah, I'm planning on playing Valhalla soon. I'm hoping that it's as good. The thing is, some people say that it's good, some people say that it's mid. But a lot of people say that it's not like it's just not an Assassin's Creed game, which means that it's probably the best Assassin's Creed game. The worst part about Assassin's Creed is when Assassin's Creed is trying to be Assassin's Creed. When Assassin's Creed is trying to be anything else, it seems like it's better. Like Black Flag is really good because of the pirate ships, but like when you have to do anything that's like, okay, trail the guy, okay, hide in the bush and stab the guy, it's just like Eon.
For discussion. Shocker.
The person that caused this, the CEO of Ubisoft, was that
Valhalla is worse than Odyssey. Odyssey looks like trash. At least Valhalla looks like a cool like setting.
that meeting, 6 hours long talk.
See, this is what, see, proof positive. It's like if you mention Valhalla, you'll get people that say, oh yeah, it was all right, and then you'll get people that are just like, I hate it. It was a piece of garbage.
To them, how normal is this?
This happens regularly,
Shadow of War was goated.
I would say.
It was so goated that Warner Brothers patented the revenge mechanic and then never did anything with it ever again.
In the EU, you can say that the people with the deepest pockets also are the loudest voices.
Another strat for making sure games don't stay in
It's not, it's people with any money in their pocket have a loud voice. They just choose not to use it.
The person that caused this, the CEO of Ubisoft, was at that meeting, 6 hours long talk to them. How normal is this?
This happens regularly, I would say. In the EU, you can say that the people with the deepest pockets also are the loudest voices.
Another strat for making sure games...
That's the thing. That's the thing. The people with the largest wallets, it's like the 1%. It's all the other people that are complaining about the economy and the recession and how everything's too expensive. But yet they always have money for their video games, dude. They always have money for the $80, $100 slop. Whose fucking fault is it? Is it the company that's just giving you what you want? Or is it your fault for buying every piece of shit that comes out?
Don't stay in your library is slandering the goals and motivations of the movement in an attempt...
If nobody bought the AI cars, we wouldn't get AI cars that pull you over to the side of the road and decide that you're too tired to drive.
...to discredit it.
Sounds like a communist to me.
If you've ever heard of the term straw manning, it's when you intentionally exaggerate or misappropriate somebody else's argument to make it easier to, well, argue.
They're planning on opening a data center in my hometown. They're opening one in my town too. You can't do anything about it.
Against it. For example, if you say...
But ironically, the one positive that AI has is that it's so expensive that they end up just scrapping the whole thing anyway. Like the amount of money that it takes to run a like AI program, like they end up just spending so much money on RAM that they're just like, this, let's just shut it down and hire the people back.
Recent Call of Duty games feel tired and uninspired, and another commenter says,
but once it gets to a point where the AI doesn't take that much money, then they're just gonna fire everybody and get the AI back anyway.
You just hate it because you're bad. They just strawmanned you. No, I've never received a comment like that before. Why do you ask? The way ESA and Video Games Europe have strawmanned the Stop Killing Games movement is by altering the stance from
yeah, and I will never stop making fun of people that like we should have like a new phone every 5 years. Like having to buy a new phone, or them coming out with a new phone every year is asinine. But people going out and buying the new phone every year, what, your camera's going to look like not even marginally better. Like your camera's going to look exactly the same. You could have a phone from 2020. It still takes perfect pictures. Maybe if you zoom in, it won't look it won't look like like your eyeball, like looking at a microscope, but it's a camera. How good does it need to
want a version of the game to play even after official support stops to we want official support forever? This is not conjecture. This is in writing. That
nobody wants official support forever. They just don't want their they don't want what they paid for to get ripped away from them.
They've done this on several occasions. When discussing the proposed California,
this is what Pirate Software did. He conflated the idea that people don't want to be stolen from with, well, then you're just going to be stealing money from the developers, and an indie developer could never make a game either because the indie developer would have to keep the servers up and they can't afford that. And how dare you? You're taking money out of my wallet. And it's like, no, dumb. If I bought something, it's mine. Obviously, I can't resell it and say that I made it and take money from you and infringe on your copyright or anything. But if I bought a game 20 years ago on the GameCube, okay? If I bought a game from GameCube and you don't make the game anymore, or you're charging $80 for it when I can get it on eBay for $2, I'm getting it on eBay. And if you're not going to allow me to buy a pre-owned game, then people are just going to pirate it. That's just what's going to happen.
Protect Our Games Act, the Entertainment Software Association argued to the Senate committee that private servers for games like Minecraft or Call of Duty are actually illegal, a black market for gaming, and considered piracy.
Minecraft is currently hosted by communities.
You could take like your actual PlayStation 2 disc and dump it on your computer and play it, and they'll still call that piracy. They'll still call owning it and putting it in your own computer and playing the original copy that you bought, they will still call it piracy.
Server.
Hello, CLAYMANTICS. I forgot you existed. How could anyone? I'm always here.
Call of Duty.
But my internet's not. My internet and my computer are not always here, but I am.
Community server. So it's an option that is out there in existence here today.
They're illegal and they are not in any way affiliated with Microsoft.
So is it like the black market of video games?
Yes, in fact.
What the fuck are we talking about?
We consider it piracy.
As in the how-to instructions.
They consider anything piracy, like anything and everything to them can be considered piracy.
Publicly available on Minecraft.
If they had it their way, they would pass a law that says you can't go back and play the original Black Flag. You must now buy the $80 remaster or you're going to jail.
It's a website for how to set up a private server. Yeah, it's a black market. Very illegal.
What have I done?
Although Protect Our Games.
And that's another thing too. If these people aren't making every single dollar in existence, then you're stealing from them and you need to be put in jail.
Passed the state assembly with flying colors.
See users admin desktop pregnant. God damn it, Svenjalo!
Do you want to die?
Actually, the Senate committee tossed it with 4 votes yes, 3 votes no, and 3 abstains. However, the ESA did kindly backpedal on these statements after the vote was done. How generous. Which brings us to today, and while Ross of Accursed Farms and the Stop Killing Games reps keep giving us updates, we now have the opportunity to also make an impact on this thing.
No, guys. We, especially you, didn't lose against the commission.
By the way, it's not lost on me that I guarantee if you ask these people's opinion on capitalism, they would say that it's bad.
Because you have the power of calling them out on it and making them super famous, because now McGrath and Virkunen pissed off over 1 million of people. You have
Even Clay saves his viewers' donation images on season boards. That's better than Ubisoft. People have donated from a year ago, and their donation is still preserved. Look at this shit. I'm better at preservation. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is the very first viewer mural. This was stuff that was donated during season 1. Or no, not season 1. Season 2. This is like season 2, season 3. This is like all season 3. This is season 3. This is season 3. And then and then it's, oh my goodness. It's incredible. This Mantix is better at preservation than trillion-dollar companies. Incredible.
Have the opportunity for public pressure and public accountability.
The memories. Crying face. Blowing my nose face.
And you demanded something, and this is what you got.
This new opportunity has presented itself to us in the form of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Jeez. Which launches this week. While Ubisoft isn't uniquely guilty, they are uniquely symbolic of this entire issue. They're the most publicized catalyst of Stop Killing Games. They're
also the most brazen. Like, they actually came out and said you need to get used to not owning your games. Like, that's just unreal.
Center of the
most other companies just kind of like couch it or pretend like it's not happening, but like Ubisoft just straight up came out and said like, this is our plan.
The opposition to Stop Killing Games, they're also the most vulnerable of the opposition to Stop Killing Games, and they have what's supposed to be a financial layup of a game coming out right now. Like with AC Shadows, Ubisoft literally needs this game to succeed. The fact they're even making Black Flag Resync supports this. It's the lowest hanging fruit, the easiest game to make for the
I just love, by the way, Assassin's Creed Shadows had the biggest backlash of a video game like in a long time, and it still went on to make millions of dollars for the company. And everyone was saying like, oh, it's a bullshit game. Like, why is there a black samurai? Why don't you know that the story is all bullshit? It's all fan fiction, and he wasn't actually a samurai. And the historical accuracy, which was bullshit because this game has never been about historical accuracy. Da Vinci never made hidden blades for assassins, so that argument was just horseshit to begin with. But again, like, people shat their pants about Assassin's Creed. Oh, it's bullshit. The historical. Oh, black guy, and it still went on to make millions of dollars because people are they're just liars. They're just losers. They get online and they rage bait, and then they don't do anything that they talk about. They're bullshit artists. I can't play the video.
The biggest IP they have with an already baked in love of the.
Wait, they removed the hidden blades in the remaster? Hidden blades combat removed. Yes, they removed the ability to freely equip the hidden blades as a oh, okay, so you just can't use them as melee weapons. I thought that was weird. I thought that was weird that you could just literally like fight people with the hidden blades. Like, obviously they didn't just straight up take the blades away. Like that can't. If they remove them from the story, there'd be no reason to, because he literally finds the blades on an assassin that he killed. Or no, that's not true. He gets the clothing from the assassin that he kills, and then when he meets the guys, they give him hidden blades. So
Halo is remaking Combat Evolved right now, and that's really why I'm making this video. Not because I think skipping one remake is going to bankrupt Ubisoft. It won't.
How is it weird using hidden blades as combat? Because you don't have the range. A guy could just go sing and just cut your fingers off.
Not because I think Eves is going to wake up the next morning and suddenly support Stop Killing Games. He absolutely won't. And not because Ubisoft is somehow uniquely evil in this situation. They're not. I'm making this video because everyone...
This video is kind of pointless, and my commentary on it is kind of pointless because, like I said, nothing is going to change. We talk about this every couple of months, every year, and nobody changes their buying preferences. And then GTA 6 comes out. And by the way, GTA hasn't been good since GTA San Andreas. Like, remember when San Andreas had like the giant map and they had the RPG mechanics where you had to like work out and lose weight and increase your sex appeal and stuff like that? GTA 5 had none of that. Ooh, GTA 5 has 3 characters. Ooh, and Trevor's wacky and crazy. Ooh, do you remember anything from there's that one mission where the kid's hanging from the ladder, and there's multiple endings. That's never happened before in any video game ever before.
Agrees that companies only listen when money is involved. We hear the phrases all the time. Vote with your wallet, money talks. And it works. Just ask Call of Duty, Battlefield, Fortnite, Xbox, and PlayStation. Ubisoft decided to do this remake because they know nostalgia for the original has more hope to push sales than confidence in the current state of
It looks like all they did was just change the lighting, make everything a little bit more saturated, and just change the animations, but other than that, the game looks exactly the same.
Company does, and they're right about that.
Well, and the HUD's different, and maybe the combat's a little bit tweaked, but it's like, whatever, just play the original.
So if Ubisoft still sees what should be an easy win underperform, and the message online is that gamers are willing to pass on an updated version of a game they love because
this game was successful instantly. He didn't even have a day to get this message out. Like he wasn't even able to be like, hey guys, maybe we should boycott the game. It was an instant success. It sold 2 million copies in a day.
Support consumer rights more? It's not about your money, it's about sending a message.
For once we agree, GTA 5 characters are crappier versions than older GTA characters. White guy is worse Vice City. Black guy is worse San Andreas. And then like everybody likes Trevor just because he's fucking insane. But like, yeah, CJ was a better character. Even the guy from Vice City or Liberty, Vice City, what Eldon said, the Vice City guy was even better because he had like a coked out like white psycho girlfriend and shit. Like, go back and play the originals, damn it.
Everything burns. Not asking anyone to fly to European Parliament, just don't buy a game. That's it. 10 years from now.
Yeah, literally all you have to do is do nothing and you'll win. Don't buy the newest car. Don't buy the newest phone. Don't buy the newest game. And everything in your entire life will improve. But whatever, I want heated seats. I want heated seats in my car. You're a loser.
We're going to live with whatever gaming becomes. So if we truly believe that publishers only understand financial pressure, that we won't let them get away with getting one over on us just because they're good at jingling keys.
Yeah, like Trevor was a unique character in that game. Michael was just a washed up criminal. It's like, we've seen that in every movie. We've seen that in every show. We've seen that all the time. Franklin was just a guy. He was just a guy that committed crimes. There was nothing. The villains, the FBI guys were more memorable in that because they were psychopaths. They were more fucked up than actual, like, they were almost as fucked up as Trevor, if I remember correctly. Because you literally torture a guy with the CIA in that, or the FBI, whatever the fuck they were.
Now is the opportunity to prove that we mean it. If Black Flag Resynced launches to disappointing sales,
it's like I'm gonna start calling it Skyrim syndrome. When people like take something that's extremely mid and they pretend like it's the greatest thing ever made, it's called Skyrim syndrome.
Ubisoft will still survive, probably
because people act like Skyrim is the greatest thing ever made.
Thanks to Dad.
San Andreas was better than Skyrim.
Tencent, limping, crawling, and bleeding from every orifice in the dirt at this point, but still alive. And I'm not asking you to hate Black Flag. I'm not asking you to hate the Assassin's Creed series. I'm just asking what matters to us more.
You should probably hate the Assassin's Creed series. It's not that good. Again,
for a
Skyrim syndrome.
Redo of a game that came before, or our ability.
Like, look at that. Like, is there really, like, the lighting? It really is just like the lighting is different. Just play the original.
To own the games that come next, because this is about something much bigger than just one game. And that,
I don't think anyone disagrees with the fact that San Andreas is better than Skyrim. Well, nobody in this chat maybe, but if I said that on Reddit, I'd get like 13 million downvotes.
It would be the relationship we get to have with the games that we pay for. But hey, if this doesn't pan out and the game is successful anyway, if you want to see what happens when a company is not successful and does a hard pivot from everything they stood for just a few months ago, click right here. Thank you.
Oh, is that the Splitgate? Yeah, that was the Splitgate video. By the way, they're not doing that much better. Like, it comes down to we don't do it. Just by the way, like and subscribe to Kingrid. Kingrid? I keep calling him Kingrid. It also comes down to the fact that we just don't need any more games. Period. We don't need any more Assassin's Creed. We don't need remakes. Go back. It's like. We're remaking the game because we're like, oh well, games back then they were kind of janky and the graphics weren't that good, so we need to remake these games so that a new generation of people can play. But it's like the current generation hasn't even fucking played the game, and they could save so much money, and games would be forced to actually respect the consumer if people didn't just run out and buy every new game. Like seriously, like we wouldn't have to buy a new phone every year. We wouldn't have to buy a new car every, oh, well, this one's got ultra heated seats. Oh, but it spies on you and it's gonna lock the car down if it thinks that you're tired. How are Asian people going to survive? How are Asian people going to get to work? The camera's just gonna see them and be like, they're falling asleep, lock the transmission. Like, what are we doing here? Okay, if I ran the planet, things would make fucking sense.